Okay, guys, so talking a bit more about respect, a lot of what we gotta do when we reserve respect is it's observing and recognizing the similarities in the things around you, basically trying to bring it in communion. So obviously we see that respect is a way we transmit love. I'm going to liken it onto a bridge where you might have the cargo, which is love. Let's say love is this precious cargo. It's this gift you want to give, and it's the special thing that only you can provide. Now, if someone has this illusion in life, we're kind of transmuting or moving across this illusion of life. We see ourselves from separate from other people. We see ourselves as not having the same things as other people, and because of some ideal, either be because of gender or race or socioeconomic background or even speaking another language, we feel this sense of separation. And because of this separation, we feel that, okay, this love, this capacity, this special gift that I have to share cannot be transmuted without this certain level of work. And so, respect, as I would say, is the bridge that crosses the islands, the imaginary islands, if you will, of being able to recognize the connection we have with others, right? And through moving through over those bridges, whether it be deciding to learn another language so you can speak to other people in that language, or listening to someone so you can understand their viewpoint, or reaching out to people who look differently than you, it's fundamentally recognizing that if you're connected to somebody else, obeying the law of one, and any separation or sense of difference is an illusion. As I cross that difference, as I move past that barrier, eventually I learn something about myself in this person. And in gaining greater respect for another person, I also gain greater love for myself. So, going to the actual law as written in Cosmic Laws of Awareness, it says the law of respect is that principle of looking twice, or more precisely, looking twice as deeply. For respect goes beyond the surface appearance and superficial glances to discover a deeper meaning, purpose, or basis for discovery. Without the principle of respect, the book of love will never be read, the tree of life will never be seen in full bloom, and the thousands of rainbows of the land of essence will never be viewed. But with the law of respect in action, the mysteries of the universe, or any part, will open layer after layer like the unfolding of a thousand-petaled lotus. So there, we see that when you take the time and actually respect, whether it be the craft or uh, just whatever medium you're working to transmit. So specifically as a writer, as we take respect for the craft and really look at writing twice as deeply, not just as a medium to put words and send them across to other people, but to really tell a story or to dive deeper and share something of deep meaning, we start then being able to build this bridge essentially to carry our love that we have, this special capacity or special expression we're trying to share with the world, and we're able to cross that bridge of respect and essentially give it to another person, and other people are able to receive it. So we see that it's only as we are able to respect people that they're able to receive our gifts. So it is as well with the crafts that we go. So that we do. So for instance, if say I want to become better at basketball, right? In order to through basketball, I can have a certain level of expression. Um, I get the opportunity to play a competitive sport. I'm able to play and express myself fully and completely in a competitive setting. I'm able to see how I stack up with other people and sort of assert my will. And through that, I learn what different facets of the game I'm good at. Am I good at defense? Am I good at offense? How am I good at offense? Am I a slasher? Am I a dunker? Am I a three-point shooter? You get this opportunity for all these different ways of expression as you learn the rules and respect the rules of basketball. But also another part of it is you have to practice, and the more you practice and the better you get at it, the more capable you are to express that. The love is crossing that bridge. So a lot of times, let's say we struggle with learning how to play an instrument, or we want to get better at a language. By respecting the process that is needed in order to acquire that language and really fall in love with something, that is how we're able to then get the benefits of using that thing to help us cross wherever we need to go, right? So we see, like right now, I'm learning Spanish, right? And in order to learn Spanish better, I moved to Spain because that's where Spanish is spoken. And I do my best to engage with people and speak Spanish with them whenever possible. And through that process of respecting what is needed to learn the language, I improve. And then as I improve, what I'm able to say and how I'm able to express myself increases. My aptitude grows. This is basic karmic law and effect. And we see that when we are respecting things, we will see that our capacity to express ourselves in a more genuine way and any capacity grows. This is not only in terms of our craft, whether it be our writing, right, specifically for the writers, or let's say you're a basketball player, or you play soccer, or you're an artist. As you respect the craft and you give it the time and the energy and the focus that is needed and that is deserved to be able to truly move forward, you begin to build a relationship with that other aspect of expression you're cultivating. And then through that aspect of expression, your love and your identity, the expression of love that you are, is more fully embodied. It becomes clearer, right? As you work on that capacity, the ability to express improves. And then through that expression and that improvement, then more love is distributed, more power is in the system, and you're able to more fully do what it is you need to do. And that's what it means to respect something. So when you respect something and you're really living the law of respect, you're going to see that your ability and whatever it is you're focusing, there's going to be more of a reflection of your intention, what you see and what you're wanting to do. It's going to be transmuted out into the world. Say, for instance, you're drawing a picture, right? That first time you draw a picture, let's say you have a picture of an apple in your head, or something really complicated, like a scene from a book, for instance. If you have that in your head and you try to write it or do it the first time, it might not come out exactly as you see it in your head. But as you work on it and you practice and you improve, what'll happen is that eventually the picture you intended to put out there that you wanted to is going to come out more fully. And sometimes the craft even takes on a life of its own beyond your intention. And this is when your expression has become so powerful that love naturally just flows out of you, irregardless of your awareness of it. And this is a great place to be at with your craft. Especially as a writer, we are striving to get to a place where we're able to understand our craft, not only in terms of writing and telling a story or putting prose together, but in being able to live out this creative capacity not only in our stories, but in our own lives. And it's recognizing that as we live that in our own lives, our life is going to more fully show us, it's going to express more fully who we are. So it starts, of course, by respecting ourselves, and that starts by looking more deeply, as it says, at ourselves and seeing where we stack up. And then as we look at ourselves more deeply, we in turn are then able to do it with others and our craft as well. So in the law of respect, just reading it out one more time, it is that principle of looking twice, or more precisely, looking twice as deeply. For respect goes beyond the surface appearance and the superficial glances to discover a deeper meaning, purpose, or basis for discovery. Without the principle of respect, the book of love will never be read, the tree of life will never be seen in full bloom, and the thousands of rainbows of the land of essence will never be viewed. But with the law of respect in action, the mysteries of the universe, or any other part, will open layer after layer like the unfolding of a thousand-petaled lotus. So we see that through respect, the universe is essentially able to exist and express itself. So with respect, it comes with a healthy understanding of how these things stack up and work together. And it is a process, of course, and it's a process that we're all going through. And yeah, so hit a like if you found something that you enjoyed and you liked the video. If you got to this point, I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on all this. And I appreciate your guys' time, and thanks a bunch for listening. Thank you, and stay happy, stay healthy.